Hello everybody and welcome back to our second origami video. We are making dragons. Oh my gosh, look at them, they're so awesome and cute. I mean, come on, look at these little feet. So why I decided to go with dragons this time is I actually had a student write me and say, oh my gosh, this little color that I think she was excited. She was typing in all caps. Like, thank you so much for the origami video. At least I think it was all caps. And she said, thanks, but no thanks. I've already made the paper crane. I already knew how. I love origami though, so could you please do something a little bit more difficult, up that difficulty level, and do a mythical creature. So, challenge accepted. This one's for you. We are doing more difficult. Definitely, this one is more difficult. It starts out a lot the same like the origami crane, but it is definitely more difficult. Like tenfold, I think. It took me a long time to learn. So what I want you guys to know is I actually learned this from somebody else's YouTube video. I didn't think it was that great, but I really wanted to make a dragon that looked like this, so I stuck with it. And I had to stop, pause the video, walk out, take a deep breath, collect myself, kind of shake it off, come back, like, all right, I can do this. And I had to pause that video and rewind it so many times. So I want you guys to realize that you can totally use this video the same way. I'm going to try to explain things a little bit better than the video that I used. They had no words, which made me really upset. Maybe I used too many words, but I promise you I'm trying to do it so I am explaining things to you. I was screaming at my computer like, say something, tell me what I need to do. So I'm going to try to gesture with my hands and fingers, but I'm going to be explaining it too because I feel like that extra verbal direction just really, I missed it. So I'm going to try to give it to you guys. I am going to try to go a little bit fast because this is a long, arduous task, difficult, but I know we can do it. And you guys some of you wanted a more difficult challenge. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna give you guys what you want, more difficult challenge, a little bit faster of a speed than the last video. And I think we got this. It's got like 2 wings. It's got this awesome zigzag tail and a little like dragon horn and the adorable feet. So it actually stands up. It's really hard for you guys to see from that angle, but it stands up on those feet, and you guys will see it stand up on its feet when you make your own dragon. And I make 2, and I made it with origami paper with this one, so it's like a little baby dragon, so it's awesome. And big guy over here, this one was with origami paper, this one was with your computer paper. Remember, if you're going to be using computer paper, it has to first be a square. Your computer paper keeps happening. Your computer paper is rectangular by nature. So you need to go back to that first crane video and learn how to fold and rip your paper to be a square so you can make this guy. You will be very upset with yourself if you start this without making it a square first. It won't get very far. Okay, so enough said, let's get to folding. The first fold we're going to do is make a T in our paper, this corner coming down here. And again, as always, you guys do not need to see me throughout all of this. We're going to be focusing on what we're doing over here, so I will see you on the other side. Okay, like I was saying, as always, you want to work on a hard surface, and I know I said I'm going to be moving a little quick, but that's because I practiced this and took notes and drew all of the steps out, so I have it a little bit more down pat. But you want to make sure that all of your edges are matching up nicely, and you want to make sure you are making those crisp folds. So I'm pressing my nail into the actual folds to make it nice and crisp. So again, down here, so we get our T, this is down here. And go up. And it's not going to look much like a dragon for a while. I'm going to try to remember to show you guys that our T. Now let's do our X that's going across here. So I'm going to put this in a diamond and bring this corner down here. The like I was saying, I'm going to try to tell you guys when those features start to sprout up, like what's going to turn into our tail or what's going to turn into our wings. But it is all a little confusing. I promise it will become less confusing the further along you get into it. Like I said, the video I was learning with, it really didn't explain anything. So I was really wondering, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm making to get so frustrated at right now. So at least I'll give you an aim for what you're frustrated at. So we've got that first line of our T. Let's bring this back down here. Get our second line of our X. Okay, line up those corners. I will try to be really precise with this one because we start to make a lot of really tiny holes towards the end. So a small mistake this early on turns into something that is a bigger deal later on. Okay, so we have that. I'm just going to fold that again, make sure, yeah, all of my creases are nice. All right, this is again like our crane. We are going to fold this in half. And we are going to press on these sides and try to open up in the middle. And try to keep this crease happening and bring this part out here and actually that part out in the back also. So you guys can see what's happening at the bottom. And that's what's happening on our sides. So I'm just folding here, pressing out, trying to keep those folds best I can, and voila. That I thought was like the most complicated part of the crane. That is like super easy when you're considering all of the steps that we're doing over here for our dragon. So what I'm going to do is press these two like this and put that down on my flat surface. Just kind of sharpen it out, flatten it down. Okay, now again like the crane, I'm going to take this edge of just the first flap over to here. I'm going to create a bit of a tight shape that we will do something fancy with. So carefully lining up that edge. Nice crisp fold. Again on this side, this edge right here. And this corner is going to come down just as far as it'll go, so we're making a line right up there with our bulb, right? And then back up and open this up. We've made those creases for a reason. We're not keeping that shape, but we're going to take it from this squat diamond into a nice tall diamond. So we're going to pull this up here. Try to flatten out what's happening in those creases. And as you tug that up this way, those corners will fold in. And voila, nice tall diamond. You're amazing. Oh, I grabbed my paper a little bit. Okay. Overzealous for my dragon to come to life. Now I'm going to flip the paper over and do the same thing on the back, except for the sides. Okay, send this corner right to this line right here. This corner over here. And this down to up here. And lift up and unfold and do it all over again. Lifting here, up to here. Try not to rip my paper again this time. My goodness, Mrs. O'Connor. accidentally just tore my paper. Oh well, hopefully it won't turn into something drastic. Okay, so from here, we are going to fold this down and fold this down. Oh, something popped out. Okay, we had, let me go back since that messed up one. Fold this guy down and fold this guy down. So we had those two guys up, fold them down. Now we are going to take this crisp corner down to this line that we folded. And do that on both sides. So, right there. You want really this one more than any of your other folds to be nice and crisp. So back up, flip it over, do it again. There, to that line, and make that fold nice and crisp. So this was where my mind started to get blown. We are now going to pick this up. We've got this line here, both folded in. You're going to open up just a little bit. You'll see that you have a triangle here, and pull those open. And these other two triangles, they're starting to pop up. But you can see right in the center, we've made this square shape with those last two folds. What we are actually trying to do here is push that square shape in. And still maintaining this fold and this fold, our triangles being on the outside. So I'm going to push this in and start to squish there. And oh my goodness, look at that, it happened. I got these two guys I can push right back down. And we've turned this into more of like a diamond ring, shaped diamond. Let me show you what that looks like on the sides. So you can open it up and it actually looks like the same thing here as it does front and back and on the insides. Okay, so I'm going to put that back down. You open it up, you see in the middle we've got these two little legs that walk, and these are solid. So solid on the bottom, legs, solid up here. Okay, now we are getting into some itty bitty teeny little folds. So let me actually zoom in. And this is new technology for me, so bear with me as we zoom in. Okay, alright. We are going to now fold this edge down to here. And we have these flaps over here. So we're just using this top one, not the entire everything of all of those papers. Just this flap down to here. And we want to make sure we end up with a nice crisp point right here. So I'm just going to hold my thumbnail there as I try to line up that edge down here. Okay, that is good enough for me. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. This edge is coming down here, and you'll see that crisp triangle point right there. That makes me happy. Bring these down to that line. Alright, yes. And now flip it over and do it all over again. So this down to the side. This point right there. Okay. And again over here. You do origami enough times, you just kind of start to know when you're doing the same thing on both sides. And both sides this way, both sides front and back. Okay, so now we are going to lift this up. Again, we still have the little walkie legs in the center. I'm not going to touch those. We're just going to touch this flap up here. And we are going to take this edge and fold it down to this line right here. This edge coming down here. facing out the back way. Awesome job. And then back up. Now we're going to do the same thing with this edge down here. Here, creating some nice crisp lines that I believe will turn into our first wing. So lift that back up. Now we got this whole X happening. We are actually going to push in on these sides. No, don't want this coming down. We want that going up. I'm going to push in and then force that to go up. And then I'm going to bring these to the side. Just press down and bring it to the center. And make that nice and crisp. Hard to do up in the air. You guys can see. That's what it looks like from I'm over here, and that's what it looks like on the top. All of it. And let's push that wing to the back. Alright, we're going to flip it over. Do the same thing. Lift this flap up. This edge down here. Doesn't matter which edge goes first, as long as you get the end result shape. And then back out. This edge down here. And it's crisp fold and then pull it in. Make sure this is coming up towards you. And there you go. And fold that wing. And that's that piece torn. That's where it ended up. Okay, fold that wing back. Alright. That's some complicated folds, but you guys can see our dragon already taking shape. These are our wings. Yay! Alright. So I actually have to consult notes because we are just doing an awesome job here. Okay. That's what I thought. We are going to start with these shapes. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Here, start to do more. Okay. So I'm going to bring this guy up. And if I thought that first square push-in, create a faceted diamond shape thing was difficult, this was where I started to get really frustrated. So be kind to yourself. Deep breath. Here we go. You've folded that up. So we made a crease at the bottom here. We are going to open up. Our wings are facing back here, so this is the side without the wings. We're going to open that up, and we are going to bring this straight, oh, I almost ripped my paper, straight up. I don't want to rip paper in origami, but I think my nails have grown since last week, and I'm creating more sharp folds than I thought I was going to. Okay. So we have folded that guy up, in and up. Fantastic. Now this starts to get tricky. What we're going to try to do is make this line flat along here. So we're taking this flat edge straight out and bringing this line down to create that edge going out this way. So what we're going to do is actually take this fold and bring it down this way. But see how that's going out at an angle? We want it to be flat along this line. So this is where we really have to start to finesse that fold. So I'm going to open that up so you guys can see. I'm just going to make that open and try to flat, make that line go straight. Okay, so it kind of needs a little forcing right there, and since I like it, I'm going to press down, and voila. Alright, it gets more difficult. Okay, here's where we're going to zoom in again, because this is the teeniest, tiniest little folds that I have ever done. Alright, we are now going to, if I am correct, fold this line down here and try to hide some of those folds. So we are folding this whole edge down to this edge down here, but you have to open up that fold flap in order to do that. So I'm just bringing that edge down, trying to get it flat and trying to get a point up here. Okay. Starting to get to be a lot of paper. And then what's happening is we get into this fold and we're trying to still bring that edge down to here. So our fold, the thing is easiest to see from the bottom, so I'm just going to show you that. The fold is starting to look like that, and we want it to still be flat along that edge too. Right? So I'm going to bring that in. It's not going to meet all the way up over here. It's okay. It should be right over here. What we've just done, my friends, is create what will be our cute little dragon piece. Okay, so we actually need to do that 3 more times. So it's difficult, but hang in there with me. Deep breath. I'm going to flip it over and do it again. Alright, so I'm going to bring this down here flat and tuck this fold up. So I'm going to open this up and bring this edge down. Make sure I get that as pointy as I can over here. It starts to be really tiny folds, so don't get too worried with it. It'll still look like a dragon, and then I'm still trying to create this edge flat with this corner over here. Okay. And remember, that is not going to come all the way down here, and that is okay. That is what we're looking for. Okay, I've got everything small and flat, and this is a nice flat edge, so I've done my job. Okay, now flip those wings back, both of them, if you may. These wings are now going back to our tiny little area that we just did over here, and we're going to do the whole thing over again on this side. You want it difficult. Okay, so I'm going to fold that up and down, and this is where my paper started to rip a little bit, if you guys can see, so I'm going to try to be delicate. And then I'm going to open up these folds and bring this corner up. So without tearing my paper too horribly much. Fold that up. Guys, I think I did it without tearing my paper more. That is good. That is good. Okay. So nice and crisp. Okay. Now we want to bring this edge out flat here. So this whole thing looks like one big flat line. Really strange. It will turn into a dragon soon. Promise. Okay, so again, I'm going to show you guys from the top. I'm going to try to be as gentle as possible. I'm going to open that up and bring up this fold. Trying to be gentle is very difficult when you're basically forcing paper to do something it doesn't want to do. Okay. And this guy doesn't want to cooperate that well with me. this. Okay. I'm just really trying not to break my paper anymore. Okay, now it's getting there. Okay. Alright. Let's bring him out so everything is flat. And that looks awfully like a straight line to me. Okay, so I'm going to lock that fold in place and get to folding this edge down here. So opening that up, bringing this fold down, making sure it's flat over here as well, and voila, flip it over, and down here. We got this, guys. Okay, almost there. Things get slightly easier from here. Alright, let's finish that in place and close it. Alright, now we have this amazing, weird little like stealth dragon. I feel like this could have been its own character in How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, now we are going to make our wings more like wings. So what we are going to do is we have our flap like that. You're going to try to follow this angle, and this to me was like baffling, but I think you guys can handle it. So I'm going to take this and just kind of bring it up here until I feel like that angle is being followed. It doesn't need to be like a perfectly flat line over there, just as long as you have some sort of angle you're following, so you can make both of the wings going at the same direction. Okay. And now I'm going to flip it over and do the exact same thing with my other wing. So I've got this wing, I'm going to put it back out there. So I'm going to take it and try to just force that wing to go where I want. This is my dragon, this is my world, the wing will listen to me. Okay, there we go. Now we have our wings, we have our feet, which we will take next. This will turn into our head, and this will turn into our tail. So let's get working on these feet. Let's take this flap, and we are actually just going to fold that in towards our wing, just as far as it'll go. So that paper is completely flat there. That leg's going in. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side right here in the front towards the head. And I'm going to just fold that flap back. So now you can see our two legs are sticking out that way. But we want them to hold our dragon up. So we are going to take this tip. It was right there. We're going to try to point it that tip down. So I'm going to just fold him like so. And same thing over here. Let's take that tip and point it down the same angle, just kind of mirrored. And like so. We have two legs. I didn't even plan for this, but I'm just really realizing now my dragon's gonna be red. Yay! Okay. Alright, let's flip him over and do the same thing with the feet. Flap in, flap in, and then points down. So, point down. And points down. There's no real like trick to this. I'm just kind of forcing it to go at the angle I want, and the fold just kind of happens as you do that. So we have our feet. Yay! Okay, now let's work on our head. So we are going to take this entire thing here. I'm going to open him up. I'm going to be more gentle so this opens up. And I'm going to push this entire head up this way. His feet are opening up, and that's okay. Entire head. And up and I'm pressing in. So this was folded like this. I'm going to fold it back the other way actually. Yes, hopefully you will see what's happening over here. So I'm just pushing the inside of that edge back in and flipping that fold. Flipping that fold the other way. Start up here and right there. And we have a dragon neck. Okay. Now I want my dragon's head to be kind of an angle going out this way, so I'm actually going to bring that down a little bit until I'm happy with that angle. And there we go. That's more like a little bit angled. See how it was straight up before? Now I just kind of tried my best right in here to create an angle. Okay, and now what we're going to do is find a point on this neck that we are going to open up again. And you're just going to fold him down about halfway on that neck. You're going to press back in. Just like that. Looks kind of strange, but it will turn into a dragon's head shortly. So then we're going to take this and fold that back up like this, and that will create our dragon horn. And this is our little dragon head. That's amazing. Okay. And let's go back to our tail. We've got dragon head, dragon horn, 4 feet, 2 legs. Pretty much already a dragon, but we're so close. So why not create that zigzag tail? So we're going to go back again. I'm holding this very loosely so I can open this up. And I'm going to fold up and make this fold. Ooh, not that way, the other way. So a lot of tiny paper folds in here, so things are getting difficult. Alright. So folding that back in. You can see that, folding that in, and I'm just going to pinch. Going up, that folds in. I want that in an angle. So there we go. Alright. Now I'm going to do that a whole bunch of times. So I'm going to fold this in and then create that reverse fold we wanted. And that's my first one. So I have it just like that, and then I'm going to fold it where I want to hit that crease. And I'm going to make that crease go out as flat as I can that way. And then back up. Got a lot of good practice with this complicated fold. And then back down. Zigzag tail. Make sure those legs are back in. And voila. Oh, my neck decided to give out on me again. So I'm going to force the neck. And there we go. Alright. We have our dragon. Amazing. Alright. Let me open up that picture in picture so you can see me again. Hold on. I told you I'd see you on the other side, and I'm so unbelievably proud of you. You did it! At the very least, you made it to the end of the video, so kudos to you. But here is your dragon. So we've got lots of dragons that we can play with now. Now I actually have 3. How fun is that? Let's see. Get all of our dragons in the same shot. Yay! Okay, so you guys are amazing. I'm so unbelievably proud of you. Please send me a photo if you end up making these, because this was difficult. I promise you the next video I'm going to make with origami is going to be a lot easier. I'm thinking turtle or squirrel. I'm going to play around and see which one is easier, because I want to take that difficulty level down a notch and just have something that's a little bit more enjoyable for everybody. So thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your perseverance. You are amazing. Stay creative, my friends, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. See ya.